Hello friends, welcome back to the channel. My name is Kristen and this is Growing Zone 9B. So today we're going to be out in the garden. It is actually the evening time. It's a good time for us to be working because it's actually still fairly warm here in Florida, and so this is the perfect time for us to be getting some stuff done. I need to see if there's sweet potatoes. So as you can see here in this bed, these are my sweet potato vines. I have no idea what's in here. They may just be vines for all I know. But right there in that little area, I've been going around. I've been planting some broccoli. And we now need to see if this bed has been producing potatoes. Now, a lot of times you're going to get vines like this because you're just ripping them off, so I have no idea. This is just a weed. It's wrapping itself around my rosemary. It's a really good spot for our rosemary. Oh, there's like a little Egyptian walking onion. I'll just put it back. It'll be fine. It'll come back. All right, now here comes the real part, is we'll start digging in and see what we actually have, if we have anything. We may actually have nothing. I have seen that more than once. Sometimes you have to dig super deep. And no. Well, we got worms, so that's good. Normally I would compost this pile, but I think actually I may compost it. I'll put it in that one bed that's not really been as successful. I'll just shove it over there and let it kind of decompose over there. But you know, in this area it gets kind of shady, as you can see. Sweet potatoes really like a lot of sun. So what I think I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna move forward with cleaning this bed up. On the other side I have those daikon radishes, and so I think I'm just gonna put the broccoli over here, and I have some cabbage that we had picked up from the Lowe's, and so I need to get that in the ground because I've just been hand watering that, and we need to get that planted. So I'm gonna go ahead and put these in. I just saw something that I want to show you guys. Remember I was telling you that I got these Vigo beds, right? Vago, whatever you want to call them. And I had purchased the extra piece that has the screen, and I told you that they're ripping, and I want to show y'all. Look. It's just ripping away. The zipper, it just rips. I have, like, you can hear it. Oh, see? You just pull on it just a little bit. It's not even like, I'm not even hard pulling it. I'm just tugging it, and it rips. So I'm very disappointed. You can see that I actually, this is what I purchased. This is the real deal. And it has just ripped. So very, very, very disappointing. In here, we have our romaine lettuce. We've got basil. Look at that. Oh my gosh. These eggplants are crazy big. I don't actually see really any eggplant yet, but I got some flowers. That's okay. Oh, there's a basil underneath there. Yeah, these things have kind of taken over this bed area. There's another basil right there. And then here's a rogue tomato. I'm telling you, sometimes, friends, things just pop up on their own. I'm gonna let it live. So we will just take that as a loss. And like I said, I'm not shocked by it in any way, shape, or form. I kind of anticipated that with it not being in direct sunlight. I knew that that was definitely a risk that I was taking by putting them over here. But I thought, you know what, let's just give it a try. So here is one broccoli. I'm gonna put it right there. I'm gonna kind of stagger the other broccoli over here. All right, that works for me. Alright, so we'll come back through and clean that up. Gotta get these leaves out of here. This is the lemongrass kind of leaning over in this direction. That's one of the radishes right here. And that is my fiance. He is getting ready to weed eat. I guess he doesn't realize that I'm actually out here recording, which is fine. So, you know, at least he's helping to clean up, and he normally does. That's what he does, is the weed eating, the the trimming of the trees and bushes that I need trimmed up, and cutting the grass and all that good stuff. So, all right. So I just wanted to bring you guys out to show you guys that we're gonna put that broccoli there. I'm gonna go and get some cabbage. I have some cabbage. I need to go get it, and we're gonna fill in maybe one area like right in there with a cabbage, and maybe right over here I'm gonna put a cabbage. This is the blue butterfly pea flower. It hasn't really done too much here, and I already have one growing on the other side of the fence, so this really isn't necessary. And this stuff will get really deep like a tree. Yeah, you see that? So, but the roots look beautiful. Look at that root system. No ookiness, no, you know, nematodes or root knot nematodes on here. That's really what you want to see. And I know most people would be excited to have another one of those in their garden, but for me, I kind of want to open this space up. And with that, on the other side of this rosemary, I can put a beautiful cabbage there. And then, like I said, I can put a cabbage over there. So let's go get those cabbages. All right, friends. I don't think these cabbages are gonna make it. It looks like they got put in the sun, and they're not happy. Yeah, they're very dry, sadly. I'm still gonna try to plant them. I will just plant them closer, and we'll see what happens. I don't expect them to live now that I see them. And this is very sad, but at the same time, I should have paid better attention, and I was watering over there, and my fiance had ran over the sprinkler, and so he's like, oh, I'm gonna go get another one, and I just didn't even think about that I had left those little cabbages over there. And man, they're looking awfully sad, just terribly sad, especially considering I've spent like $6 or $7 on them. Friends, this is what I said when I work a lot. I lose track of time and what I'm doing, and goodness gracious, now we see the results of that. All right, so all we have left to do is just honestly just water that in. We'll watch it, we'll see what happens. Lesson learned, pay better attention to your plants. Don't buy stuff unless you know you're really gonna go ahead and move forward with planting it that day. I just got really tired when I had put in the other beds. Menopause is a terrible thing. It makes you very tired and very weak, and we are trying some alternatives to kind of bring up these hormone levels and try to help myself be successful in life at this point. We just take it day by day. That's all we can do, friends. So hopefully those will live. we'll get this area right here all cleaned up. It'll look great. And we're gonna go over there next, and that bed back over here, and we're gonna try to dig and see if there are actually any sweet potatoes over here, because we need to know, are we just wasting space? Because if this is a bunch of wasted space at this point, what I'm gonna do is I'm actually thinking about putting some carrots in. Oh yeah. Nice. All right, that's 2. All right, so it looks like for that bed, we only had a total of 3. Really sad. Not the harvest I was hoping for, but you know what, it all eats, so we'll take what we can get. I'm gonna go ahead and revamp that bed, and we're gonna plant some carrots. I noticed that we've got ants over here, so I don't know if you can see that, but the ants are crawling like all over. They're all in the bed. So I do have some treatment, little like ant bait that I can put in the beds. That's what I've used in the past, and that's what I'm going to go ahead and use for this go round. Again, very disappointing, but it'll be all right. If this was survival, we would be very sad that this is all that we had, because we definitely need more than this to survive. But look at that cabbage. That's a Chinese cabbage. It's just looking beautiful. There's a lot of nasturtiums that came up on their own. It looks great. So you just got to take what the good Lord brings you and be happy. The bananas are looking good too, though. Look at that. Bananas are getting nice and big and beautiful. So I got to get this mess cleaned up. My fiance will not be happy, considering he just cut the grass. And I have made a mess out here, and I got to get these tomato cages put up. So there's little pumpkin and sweet potatoes. You're a sweet girl, Pumpkin. No, you cannot eat that. I'll make you treats with it, though. How about that? You want some fresh treats? Yeah, you like sweet potatoes, don't you? Yes, I know. You good girl. All right, friends. Thank you so much for joining me today. It was disappointing, but we still have this bed back here that we need to get through. I'm gonna have my fiance come over here and help me, because I don't really want to be stepping in that area with my flip-flops and him not being here. We're gonna get this back area cleaned up, and then I actually have sweet potato vines in this bed, so we'll be doing some digging over here. If we have some excellent finds, I will definitely be sure to let you guys know. We'll pile them up and I will give you a total weight. But if not, like I said, it's been a lovely adventure for today. And as always, love one another, be kind, keep growing, don't give up, and I'll see you guys real soon.